Andres today. With today we're jumping into She-Hulk. This is season 1, episode 7. So I'm hoping that in this episode that things get picked up a little bit, because honestly in the beginning of this season, everybody was talking about She-Hulk, She-Hulk, She-Hulk. They were really into it, but it's starting to fall off because not a lot is happening. We still don't really have direction of the show. There is no real true villain. We don't know where they're going. There is just kind of like story after story in each episode, but there isn't like an overall like feel or flow for the show, in my opinion, thus yet. I do like the show, but I understand where a lot of people are kind of like, okay, another episode, you know what I mean? So it's not really being talked about as much because I feel like they needed a stronger storyline. I feel like it has gotten to the point where it's kind of like all over the place. It just really is. And also the villain that we did get, Tabitha, is that her name? Tabitha. Her name was Titanium. I don't know where Tabitha came from, but it is what it is. But yeah, they kind of make her a joke thus far. And also, I did hear some people say like, okay, well, this is a comic book show, but they're kind of making fun of comic book heroes. So what is the point? Like, that's what some people are actually saying. So I'm hoping that in this episode that we're gonna start picking it up. Like, we've been all waiting for Daredevil. We're tired of waiting for Daredevil. At this point, just give us Daredevil or give us nothing at all. And it's also very sad that the vast majority of us are just waiting to see Daredevil in a She-Hulk TV show. So listen, I am here for the giggles, I'm here for the noise, but I'm really, really hoping that in this episode, that by the end of this episode, I'm feeling a little bit different than I have felt in the last 2 episodes, but there's only one way to find out, and that's to jump into this reaction. But before we do, just letting you guys know, this is going to be a full reaction from my second and third tier here on the YouTube platform, as well as my other platform, Patreon. So guys, please sign up to one of those platforms and help support the channel today. So with that being said, guys, let's jump into She-Hulk and find out exactly what She-Hulk has got to give. Thanks. Oh, Josh. Oh man, he's no good. I've been there when I thought I was in love. Not the whole playlist though. He's still there, making breakfast or something. Oh, he's not there. He took our blood or something. Yeah.
You didn't tell me you were nominated for Female Lawyer of the Year. Are you going down a rabbit hole on that intelligentsia site?
What? No. Can't even say it to my face because they know they get Hulk smashed.
The first 12 hours after you slept with someone for the first time. It's just gonna feel icky.
Why can't you just text me back? Why is that so hard?
Be in a meeting or at the movies, interviews.
Yeah, he got her blood or whatever he did.
I hope he's at all of those today.
I've been there.
Jennifer
Walters, Chuck Donnellan.
Neil Blonsky's parole officer.
We got a malfunction alert on Blonsky's inhibitor. I gotta go up to that wackadoo ranch of his.
Okay.
I was hoping
you'd meet me there.
In case the abomination decides not to cooperate.
Hey, I'm not interrupting your weekend plans, am I?
No.
Josh went MIA.
He's violated his parole. His lawyer should probably be here.
Yeah. Jen.
Blonsky!
You're honking your horn at a 10-foot-tall lizard monster.
Put on my green suit.
Yeah,
Oh.
get big, jolly green yourself. I don't know what you call it.
Hulking out.
Definitely malfunctioning.
When I think of it, I did get a jolt from an electric fence earlier.
Have recalibrated your inhibitor, and she is good to go. To make any more scary trips up here. Not that I don't like coming up here.
I was in such a hurry to leave.
Well, he did think he was coming out here to face the abomination. I thought you worked really hard to get out of prison and that you'd be really dumb to go back in. Sorry. I thought I heard a ding. Hey! What the hell?
Two men working through their resentments in a safe environment, Jen.
Apologize to my Prius Prime with money.
Brother Blonsky has actually taught me a lot about taking responsibility for my anger. Man bull.
I am not a matador. That'd make the two of us fighting pretty cliche.
I am not the one with the issues. All right.
I know exactly who I am. A swashbuckler.
Mambo, El Aguila represents every person who's tried to, stab him in the, for being an affront to nature.
I can't drive this. How am I supposed to go home now?
Totally knackered Prius Prime is your teacher. There's a push to the garage, would you?
Do I look like a mechanic? My name's Man Bull.
How long have you been waiting to say that?
Yeah, that felt very forced.
It means that you can spend some time here. Over there is the Wood Lodge, where I offer private spiritual consultation. Platinum Circle members. Hey, princess. So cute. Oh, you got a text?
Did I?
Yeah.
Where? No. Very funny.
Pick you up in 20.
I'm not sweating it out in a yurt today. I need to get some work done.
It's a bit of a hard ask, I'm afraid. On the Wi-Fi front, we don't carry it as a policy.
Oh, and you have no reception anywhere either. Yeah, this is not how I want to spend my day.
Clearly, you're not in a teachable mood right now, and I do respect that. Miranda, if you need me.
I tried to reach the sun, but got me stuck to my shoes. Nervous, I'm only human. Baby, you can have the ticket, might not be your time, but often but deny my help. I'm only you. Just wanna be me.
Oh, hell yes.
What?
You remember El Aguila and Mamble, porcupine? He's a porcupine. And Saracen thinks he's a vampire.
It's gonna work over here in the 1 square meter of this property that actually has reception.
Because I am Spanish and I have a flair for the style, people constantly assume that I am a matador.
I know it's not your those attributes make me see you as a matador.
Not codependent.
Interesting. What do you think, Mamble?
Manbull and El Aguila have been spending a lot of time together. I'm feeling like maybe it's not healthy.
Unhealthy.
Want to take your suit off today?
I just feel safer with it on.
Sorry I'm late. I lost track of time in the yurt.
No way. That guy's here? You probably don't even remember who he is.
No.
Tell me they previously on him. No, I don't care. We're doing it again.
You're gonna strut around, showing off your powers. I think I was talking to my dead grandmother Rose.
This asshole and his friends attacked me behind my apartment. As soon as I'm out of there, I'm gonna rip this guy to shreds.
Oh, hold on. That is not how we work through our issues around here.
Real strength comes from facing yourself in the mirror and saying, hey man, I'm gonna work on me. Rolling up on you like we were some supervillains or something. And I take radical accountability for my actions. I'm very, very sorry.
Rather sit here, getting her kicks, listening to us, than working on herself.
Not fine. Look at you flying into a rage, throwing people across the room.
Into perfectly stacked chairs.
You are glued to that thing.
I met a guy, Josh, at a wedding. Then I haven't heard from him. And now I can't stop thinking about it. Okay? We slept together for the first time.
Another direct hit.
Okay, are you two married?
Someone, anyone?
Are you happy?
I feel just a little unhealthy.
So, how many dates?
3. That was fun. I can't stop smiling.
Oh my
Yikes.
What?
Yikes.
thirsty and a cliche.
You're thirsty and a cliche. Okay, that's not exactly the last thing I texted him.
I'm sorry, what?
Getting a little worried. Just want to know you're okay. Blushing smile emoji.
I think that we have to start considering the very real possibility that you were ghosted. Jen, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to talk so...
No, I met him when I was Jen. And he liked Jen. You know in high school, that friend that you have that's like cooler than you are. Like you think life would be so much easier if I were that person. And I can turn into that person anytime I want to. It feels like cheating. Would they like me if I didn't have all of this? Would the same guys who like She-Hulk stick around for Jen? Because some of them don't. And that sucks. I meet this guy who actually likes Jen, and he ghosts me, and it sucks.
All right, screw this guy. Where does he live?
Let's kill him. That's right, he's gotta die.
Whoa, big man, please.
That's all.
Let's go find this Josh guy and suck out all his blood.
No, wait, guys.
Does anyone think they could speak to Jen's pain with the tools that we've learned in the group?
Well, for one thing, I'd say you can't control what other people do.
Maybe this Josh thing hurts so much because you haven't been spending enough time with Jen.
I bet Jen is pretty damn great. And tasty. Oh. Damn it, went off the rails. Somebody bail me out.
Maybe. There's a group of guys right here who would love to spend time with Jen right now.
So maybe you can stop using She-Hulk as a protective shield and trust us with Jen.
Yeah. I gotta say, that felt really good.
There.
Oh, yeah. It smells like a fart.
Too much.
That's good.
Just leave the suit on and until we can get it dry cleaned.
Jen doesn't need to be spending time on Josh.
Delete Josh's number is what he's saying.
Delete it, delete it, delete it, delete it, delete it, delete it.
I will never forget any of you, honestly.
Well, we made this for you.
I love Jen and She-Hulk.
We do.
The gang. That's nice.
You got this, girl.
Sorry about the car again.
Everyone we meet, no matter how much they hurt you, is a lesson learned. Feel free to come again.
Ooh, not till you get Wi-Fi.
That's funny. I guess you heard my song. Since we said goodbye, I cut you off. I don't need you.
So this episode for me was the worst one out of any of the episodes that we've seen. I have no idea what the point of this episode was. We literally could have wrapped up that whole episode within 5 minutes. I guess they want to introduce us to new characters, and once again, Abomination. They're making this show, they're making every aspect of each character so goofy and supposed to be funny. Sometimes it felt like I was supposed to laugh and I just didn't find humor in it. Now this actually is one of the harshest reviews of a show that I'm actually going to give, because I actually never give harsh reviews on shows. I am an actor. I have said this many times in my other reactions, so I try to tend to be more sympathetic to writers and actors and actresses and behind the scenes and VFX. I tend to just generally give a more positive light on an episode, show, or movie. But for me, I just don't see it in this episode. I thought the last episode was like, ugh. This episode was, for me, cringeworthy. I also, because I don't know of these other characters, and then the one villain that we did get in the damn show ended up being on here, and he's no longer a villain for whatever reason. And why didn't Jen even ask him, why did you attack me? What was your sole purpose? Because they were trying to get her blood, and I would think that she would want to ask that question, and then maybe he would have gave her that answer, or maybe if he was trying to really change himself, he would let her know there is somebody trying to get your blood. That's why they attacked her. I believe that in that episode, or that scene that lasted for 2.5 seconds, that they tried to put the needle in it and it broke. So I'm just in. And then it ended up showing us what we all wanted to really, what we first already knew, and then what we wanted to really see at the ending. And I was like, wait, is this really That's it. I felt like this was like I was actually playing music from my Spotify and I needed some type of music video to go with my music, because that's what it was. The songs were pretty cute though. Overall though, I don't see what the point of that episode was, other than us to confirm, I guess, which we could have confirmed in 2.5 seconds of this episode, that Josh was not a good person. Once again, we don't get Hulk King, we don't get any character development, we don't get anything, we just get She-Hulk really just looking for love or / Jen and not being able to find it. Very disappointing for me in this episode. I don't know, this might be a really harsh reaction, but I'm really hoping that I pray that Marvel gets wind on a lot of their new content that they're doing and realizing we like the old Marvel and you really don't need to Disneyfy every aspect of Marvel. We get it, Disney owns it, but we need to try to turn this around. For me, I just felt like I didn't even need to see this episode. And when I start finding interest, losing interest in even wanting to edit something, then I know, mayday, we have a problem. So definitely comment down below, guys, what you thought about this episode. Was this one of the weakest episodes for you? And how did you really feel? Once again, for me, I just was not a fan. I won't even rate it, because people who do like this episode might not like my rating. But with that being said, guys, if you see this reaction, realize you are not subscribed, hit the subscribe button, so please like and share this content because it does wonders for this channel. And I'll see you all next time on Andres El Rey.